Girl, I get the money with you, make you mine, oh. If you're loving every night, it make you mad, oh. Now only you give me love and make me nice, oh, nice, oh, nice, oh. I feel make you mine, oh. Girl, I love you, plus I never make you minus. If I let you smoke it, you gon' lose my lighter. If you paranoid, then I'ma spend the night. Thinking I love you every day. Diamond dancing with my money, I gon' pay. For your love, I gon' pay. It ain't making my DJs
Yeah. No, hold on. Now I'm ready. Niggas some coffee and Red Bull and this shit. Oh, y'all niggas ready or not? Like, god damn, I know it's been a minute, but like niggas is sleeping in here.
Welcome
like,
back, yo. Welcome back. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Can we get some more of that?
We'll get into some shit. We got a special guest in the
We got a little. I know y'all probably wondering with the setup. You see, we got light bulbs.
It's a little bit different since the last time.
It's a little different now. You know, we got endorsements. Not really, but you know, you gotta speak it into existence. You know what I'm saying? We got the setup because we got a special guest that's gonna get right and show y'all what he do. We got Chef Sib in the building. Where he at? Where you at?
Yeah.
Where y'all at? Matter of fact, you take the seat. Get right. Take the seat. Get right, man. Get right. Take the seat, man.
Let's go.
We gotta get this man a cup. Oh, he got no.
In the group.
So what's up? We gotta talk about how we first even met you and how this even became a thing, because this may look like just bread and tomato and a knife, but you gotta really let them know like what's about to happen right now, because this is not normal.
Yeah, so this is just like the setup right now for the Wagyu chopped cheese. So like me and my homies, we started a company back in January called Shmackwich. Yeah, so pretty much it's like we created the Wagyu chopped cheese, you know what I mean? Like during
Wagyu.
cows out to America.
If you had to describe it in taste, like what is it that separates this type of beef from the regular chopped cheese that you see in the corner stores?
Towns,
well,
the regular towns, like
so as far as like in the corner store, like I'm not trying to talk shit or anything, but they use like
all
you know,
crazy. The corner stores.
Yeah, they use like, you know, kind of like they use like low grade meat, you know what I mean? Like it's a frozen, just like, you know, great patty or whatever, but this is just like premium, like, you know, ground beef, just like, you know, the top of the top. So it's like you got chuck, you got Angus, but this is like Wagyu. This is on top of the on top of the
beef chart.
So how does Shmackwich?
That's wild. Sorry.
Whoa.
Oh, my bad. Y'all go ahead.
Caught that?
Y'all go ahead.
Hey yo, you on timeout, bro? I ain't gonna lie. So how did Shmackwich all come together?
Yeah, so it's me and my two partners, Mitty and Jordan. We just started working on this concept during quarantine. Like, you know, me and Jordan, like we both work in the restaurant industry. Mitty, he's a recording artist. So, you know, Mitty linked me and Jordan together at Balthazar. He's been working, like, you know, as far as like front of house for X amount of years, probably like 7, 8, 9 years. And I've been working in the back of house in the kitchen for about 10 years. And like he linked us together because we were looking to like create a concept. So we just like, you know, kind of like brainstorm, figured it out. It was like, oh, what are we going to do? Like, you know, what's really like, you know, having a moment right now? What do people need? And we just like, yo, we're just going to like up the chopped cheese. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is like one of those midnight, like, you know, after hours kind of food.
Shit,
yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, going to different spots. We used to hang out up in Inwood and shit like that. We used to get it uptown at Jimbo's. You know, like, we used to get it, like, you know, at Haji's over in Harlem and shit like that. So, like, we used to go, like, all over the place. And we was like, you know what? Chopped cheese needs to, like, have its moment right now. So, we were just like, how do we make it something different than what's already being offered at the corner store?
And speaking of different,
before he get into that, I need to know what this is.
facts.
Oh, this right here, this is the roasted tomato aioli. So this is like essentially cutting the whole concept of like adding ketchup, mayo, mustard, or whatever, and everything is pretty much in here, but it's not like a ketchup base. You know what I mean? Like, so this is like tomatoes confit with like garlic, olive oil, rosemary, And yeah, it's just like slow roasted in the oven, gets a little bit of color on it or whatever. Break it down with the blender, and then like mix it together with the eggs and the oil and the mustard to create the aioli.
That is different.
That's different.
That's different.
You know me.
So it's everything in one. It's like a different, like, you know.
So,
I need goggles.
But it's really hot. This can't be legal.
It's
question.
like a different little, spin
can
to
you
it.
even go and eat a chopped cheese at the corner store anymore at this point? Like,
Nah,
it's not even the same.
I can't do it. Nah, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, bro.
It's not the same. Like,
Ain't no way.
I can't do the deli.
You know,
I'm not really with it.
Fully understand.
on benefits,
What'd
we
you say?
take meals that we used to have in the hood in the towns and we make it gourmet. And this is the perfect example.
It's the
Exactly.
perfect
That's the whole.
example.
Exactly, bro. That's the whole entire like. That was the whole like inception, the whole inspiration behind this whole entire concept. Like essentially just like taking things that's familiar to like us, to our culture, and really just like elevating it to another level. Like just like through the ingredients, like it's not really anything changed too much. You know what I mean? Yeah, like instead of like just beefsteak tomatoes, we got like some heirloom tomatoes and shit. Like just like add a little different flavor. Got the iceberg lettuce still, like the shredded lettuce over here. So and then instead of just like a regular kind of like deli roll, this is a baguette. This is like a Balthazar baguette right here. So it has like a different texture. It has like a better like crunch. You know what I mean? Like if you know about baguettes, like it's like a completely different like kind of bread. So it just like
crunch?
it elevates the whole entire experience, and like that's like for me as a chef, like that's the most important thing. You know what I mean? Like introducing things that are familiar but at the same time done with better ingredients. Because for me, one of the most important things is just like bringing awareness to food and like like food culture and the way that people eat, and like essentially changing that culture. And through that, like you can change your whole entire life by eating the right way. You know what I mean? Like it affects your physical health, your mental health, like your emotions, like everything. So like everything that we do is like Shmackwich. We make sure that it's like sourced locally, that it's like responsibly like sourced. Like the animals are like well taken care of. The animals, they're not like pumped full of hormones. They're not like they're not treated like shit. You know what I mean? It's not like mass produced, like mass. You know what I mean? Like everybody that has had a chopped cheese, they don't feel like tired. They don't get the itis. They don't feel tired.
That's facts,
you know what I mean?
because-
Like you don't
nah,
feel like
I wasn't tired the last time.
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
Like,
I ain't
no,
saying
for
that.
real. Like it's like it's really
It does something
it's
different.
really important. Even the cheese, like the way the cheese is processed and stuff like that. Like we use like cheese from Saxo Bees, and like the meat comes from like Heritage Foods, which is like two like American-based companies that source responsibly from like local and domestic, farmers and like cheese makers and stuff like that. So it's just like everything that you have is like it has like a footprint. You could essentially track everything from from a harvest to the plate. You know what I mean?
You
like,
can't say that for every chopped cheese. Man.
Yeah, exactly. You can't say that.
What you eat in the corner.
you can't say that for many things that you eat. Like
Has to
we
be
all
next time.
just follow our page at Shmackwich on IG. Like honestly, you know what I mean? Just follow our page. Like we do promotions and stuff like that, but it's really like it's very close to the event. So it's like really like a lot of the times like our events is just like our like super close, our close followers, like our kind of like die hard.
And then he came and got the vegan one too.
Yeah,
And he was like,
yeah,
nah,
yeah.
this is crazy.
Nice, yeah, man. Like that's I love that, bro. I just love like the
And,
organic
the word's getting around.
experience. Yeah, it's just like super
fire.
organic, word of mouth. Like like no ads or like none of that. Just like really, just like people just like fucking with us and like what we're doing, and and yeah, the food is good. That's always
Speaking
a good
of the
thing.
food, you got everything prepped and ready. Let's put
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
these bad boys together. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right,
We
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
let's
it.
do
you know
that,
what I'm
let's
saying?
do that.
Let's put one of these things together.
Let's do it. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna hop in the kitchen real quick and I'm gonna.
that. I like that.
I saw my life as a movie. I'm on a block with a tool. My bitch is yellow, that bitch get cool. She seen the babies, they gave up the cooch. Drink, I gotta pour me a deuce. Free smoke, we treat this shit like a loose. No, I cannot love with my hooch. Cold the chemist, we mix in the party. Figgy, we put your son in the auto. Yeah, I saw my blood like a corner. I run my blood like a car. All for the bitch in my boys and father.
Put the lettuce down first, it's gonna get cooked. It's gonna be trash. Nobody likes cooked lettuce. Tomatoes can take a little bit of heat, take some of the acid off. It takes a little bit of the edge off the tomato. So you got the boom, you know what I mean? This is cut by hand. It's paper thin, look like I cut it from like, you know, a little slicer. Boom. Here a little another piece for you right here. Make sure it's all even. You got all your tomatoes. Now we got the lettuce, hand cut. You know what I'm saying? Shredded. Woo, look at that. It's fire.
You know something gonna bust when you talking to the shit.
Looking crazy. Hold on, a little extra. Like the like little spice pack right here. You know what I mean? That in there. This is like the Shmackwich Lowry seasoned salt. You feel me? Secret. Nah, this ain't Larry's. I said it's like the Larry's.
Like the Larry.
This is not the
Like
Larry's.
the Larry.
This is the last piece. Boom, top it. Bang.
Wow.
Damn. That's that. You know what I mean? Now hold up, wait. It's not done yet. Gotta do the cross section.
Gotta do the cross section. Oh.
You know that's right. Ain't no cheap sandal right there. You know what I'm saying? You got a little fall out. Boom. It busted.
Happy birthday, DJ.
Applause, where the applause at? Where my sign at?
So we got the chopped cheese with the Wagyu beef, the Kobe beef. You know what I'm saying?
All of that, the special sauce. So what we gonna do? What we gonna do right now? Since we had it before, when we got the live studio audience right now, we
want y'all to come try.
So we got a raffle. You gotta pick a ticket from underneath your seat, and whoever got the closest number, you know what I'm saying, gonna.
All right, so you pick a number through one from 10.
7.
Wrong. No, I'm playing. No, I'm playing. Come on, yo, come on, come
Go
get
crazy.
it.
What's
Come,
up?
yo, come through. Pull up, Derek. Pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Pull up.
Whoever want to try something, pull up.
Get right.
Oh, damn. You got the other one in half.
Easy, man.
Yeah, cut that one in half.
Oh, thank you.
Let me cut it in
Five.
Eating in
Enough.
half.
Serve.
Nobody eating that?
That's how we
Huh?
went
Nobody
viral though.
eating
Like
that?
every
Or you
time
know
somebody
it's
got the sandwich, they took that first bite. Like, cause like, so like when we first started out, like we were just doing like a ghost kitchen, right? So the restaurant that I was running for like 4 years, you know, everything happened with COVID, yada yada. Fast forward, you know, one of the sister restaurants was still closed. So like the owners
Slow
and shit.
down.
Hold on. He's doing the story. Hold on. Hold on.
So like we would give him the bag, and then like 5 minutes later on IG they tag us like, you know, sitting in his car like eating the sandwich and just like, you know, getting that first visceral like reaction of like, you know, somebody eating the chop. So
And we finna
that's, like,
get
the
that
most-
for you right
that's
now.
The most important part is that it's just
That
like,
first
you know,
bite. Come on, go.
Nah, he on
like,
that.
He already on
yeah,
like bite
yeah,
3.
yeah,
Yeah,
like 5.
he already on like 5 bites.
All right, let's see what's
Together?
happening here.
But he
Together? Let's go.
don't act like you
already
already
Pull it outside.
together. They talking
Oh,
about together.
dripping from the mouth and shit. Hey, that's wild.
That's a big hit.
Hey, yo,
How you feeling?
Delicioso.
How you feeling on that? How you feeling about that?
Go get y'all one of these right here.
yeah.
For real.
Shmackwich.
Calvin already ate his shit, but you know.
Let's give another round of applause
Yeah.
for that. I like that. I like that. That's another episode of the Benefits Cooking
You know
Show.
what I'm saying? Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that shit. Appreciate you coming.
Yo,
on.
thanks for having me, guys.
Yo, follow
Plus,
Chef
my
Sid.
appreciate it.
And
Shmackwich. Follow Shmackwich.
Follow Shmackwich.
At Shmackwich on IG.
What's your brand? Give them your brand.
SHMACKWICH.
Follow that. Like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Share this shit.
Tell a friend to tell a
Tell a
friend.
friend. Tell a
Yeah,
friend.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel for the next episode. Hey, appreciate
Happy
y'all.
birthday,
for coming
dog.
out. Appreciate y'all.
Happy birthday.
Appreciate
one more
everybody. You
time.
know what I'm saying? Yo, we out, y'all. That's a wrap. son.
Yo, dim the lights, dim the lights, dim the lights.